What's up, YouTube? It's Randy Orton Fan 2011, and then we're back here at Zenjoltis for the Pepsi Cup Series race. This is round 9 of 24 in Season 2 of the PORWC Pepsi Cup Series. This is the Cimorelli 500, presented by DC Shoes. Once again, I am promoting Cimorelli for this one. Of course, they are a great band, an amazing band with awesome music. You gotta check them out. Please support them, subscribe to them. There's a link in the description to their channel. Please subscribe to them. They would really appreciate that. I would really appreciate that because I've been following them since 2010, since I think September of 2010, the beginning of my senior year. They have amazing music. You have got to support I would really appreciate it if you would support them and subscribe to them. That would mean a lot to them, and I think to me as well. You can also please vote for them if you're between the ages of 13 and 19. Please vote for them in the Teen Choice Awards. There is a link in the description below. There is actually a link. I'm giving you a link to their channel and a link to where you can vote for them in the Teen Choice Awards in the description. So please support Cimorelli because I am sponsoring Cimorelli for both races here at Zenjoltis. So we'll take a look at our starting lineup and get a few notables around, and then we'll get the command and fire up them engines, so stay tuned. That was looking at your starting lineup. Red Bell, after finishing second in the GameStop Cup Series race, Red Bell will be starting on the pole. The Englishman Sean Galligan had a good qualifying run. He is starting second. Of course, Jack Richards finished second at Charlotte last time. He will start in the third position. Barney Ward, the Englishman, another good run for him. He will start fourth. Yours truly starting in the fifth position. And Danny, I know you're going through a bit of tough times right now, but this will make you a little happy. You're starting near the front in sixth. Randy Carpenter had a decent run at Charlotte, and he has a good qualifying run here in seventh. Trent Dunham, who finished dead last in Charlotte, he looks to turn that around, turn his momentum around. Here at Zenjoltis, he starts 8th. Michael Norman, be on the lookout for this guy, Michael Norman. He has been on a hot streak. He had a podium finish at Quebec City, and then he followed that up with 2 more top 10s. This guy could be a threat for the wild card, so be on the lookout for that. And then, of course, rounding out the top 10 is Brian LaFleur Jr., the rookie. Here we go, guys. Time to get the Cimorelli 500 presented by DC Shoes underway with those famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
A little overboard in the command, but whatever. This might be the longest race that I've ever maybe it might be the longest race that I've ever recorded. This is 20 laps, and this was actually the same amount of laps that I had in my Daytona 500, but this might be the longest race that I've ever had to record, depending on how many cautions come out, so we'll have to see about that. But of course, this will be 20 laps long, so lap 10 will be considered the halfway point. Of course, 42 drivers, all looking for a good finish. Our points leader, Dylan Poteet, we're trying to find him. There is our points leader, Dylan Poteet. He is starting all the way back in 40th. Now, I don't know why everyone is spread out as we're ready to take the green flag here at Zenjoltis. There it is. The green flag's in the air, and we're underway here at Zenjoltis. Everyone's starting to really bunch up right now. Check them out. They're going 3-4 wide as they come through turn 1. Aaron Williams trying to push Red Bell. But now Aaron Williams going to go down to the inside. Sean Galligan is stuck on the outside. But who knows what will happen here. Now it's Michael Norman with the inside advantage, and he will take the lead coming off turn 2. Oh, look out. Seth Cole around. Oh, look out. There they go. There they go. The caution is out. Oh, boy. Chloe Lennon over. And, oh, John Dawson's over. The caution is out. And it's a race back to the start-finish line. Holy crap. Oh, man. John Dawson again. Man, John Dawson just can't catch a break. He just goes flipping over. How many cars got through that? Oh, Barney Ward starting near the front. He has a bunch of damage. Max Skinner with some damage as well. Sean Galligan, who started on the outside pole. He has got a lot of damage in that 31 machine. And we're trying to figure out where everyone is in the field. Michael Norman, it looks like he is the leader, followed by Jessica Miller, Sean Henley, Aaron Williams, I think Charles Jackson, and Alyssa Anderson, and then Trent Dunham. They will cross the start-finish line. But boy, oh boy, another big wreck happening here on the very first lap. And that's just what you get when you race at places like Zenjoltis. By the way, Xavier Livingston will cross the line in 8th. Christopher Martin looks like he will be in the 9th position. And Jennifer Miller will be credited in 10th. Pichu will be credited in the 11th position. But just by looking at that, it looks like 11. This race might come down to I think maybe about 15, maybe 14 or 15 cars, but we'll have to wait about that. As Michael Norman will lead the first lap and he will get a bonus point. We'll take a look at what brought the caution. Stay tuned. Alright, this is what brings out our first caution of the race. Here you see Seth Cole and his unrelated brother Jake Cole going around turn 2, but then you see Jake Cole's going to go up the racetrack as virtue of Justin Perry as they come off turn 2. Then he's going to get into his unrelated brother Seth Cole. That's going to get them sideways. But wait, but right around here, you're going to see Dylan Young get into James Qualls, who gets into Justin Perry, who gets into James McLeod. And then I think there was another driver who got a piece of that one. I can't quite see from this angle. Looks like it was Joseph Clark in the 21 car. But now... Oh, and then another wreck happened here. Danny Wells gets into Jack Richards. And then Sean Galligan and Barney Ward, the Englishmen, know where to go. Now this is where all the mayhem starts. Here, as you see, as we're going to try to figure out who that was. Right here, as you see James Qualls get into Ryan Cooper. That's going to set off a chain reaction. Then Qualls is going to get into Marco Rossi. Then you see Dylan Poteet was going at such a speed at the slow down Chloe Lennon. He gets into Chloe Lennon, who gets into Hiroshi Kato, who gets into Tony Blazer. There you see Dion Scott getting a piece of that one. Michael Dawson, Alexandra Jones is in the wall. The big one, and that was just what we were expecting here at a track like Zenjoltis. And again, John Dawson just flipping over. John Dawson riding the catch fence. Oh boy. Man, John Dawson, twice, 2 races in a row where he's went over his roof. And there is a rookie, Brian LaFleur Jr., who got involved, but the main story here is John Dawson, who just flips over a lot of times, and boy, oh boy, I hope John Dawson is okay. And there you see the rest of the guys that were involved. A lot of cars, at least I think 20 to 25 cars got involved in that one. There you see James McLeod with a lot of damage. Dylan Poteet, heavy damage on that 43 machine. And this might change the points landscape by quite a lot. This will definitely change the points picture a lot. As I think right around here, 11 cars were able to avoid the mayhem. And then we'll take you through the race back to the start-finish line. And it is Michael Norman who crosses the start-finish line first. We're trying to get the official times, followed by Jessica Miller, Sean Henley 3rd, Aaron Williams 4th, Charles Jackson rounds out your top 5. We'll be right back for more green flag racing right after this. Stay tuned. And we are back. Pace car's giving us the one to go. Michael Norman is your leader, followed by Jessica Miller, Sean Henley in third, Aaron Williams fourth, and Charles Jackson rounds out your top five. Then it's Alyssa Anderson, Trent Dunham, Xavier Livingston, Christopher Martin, and Jennifer Miller, 6th through 10th. Here you see a lot of the cars that are taking the wave around, and they will be back in this race, but very likely they will be just about out of this one. We might be down to, I think, 15 or 16 cars. If I can see, yes, we're down to about 15, 16 cars who are still in this lead pack as we await the green flag to go back out on lap 6. And we are back to green flag racing here at Zenjoltis. Green flag back out in the air. And Michael Norman with the inside advantage as they come through turn 1. But it's a matter of who has that inside advantage on the final lap. Oh, look out. Sean Henley almost got into Michael Norman, and now Sean Henley with the inside advantage. Sean Henley looking for his first career PORWC victory. They're really bunching up here. Here you see them. They're going 4 wide. They're going 4 wide down the backstretch. This is a very dangerous track. This is a very dangerous track. This is not for the faint of heart for anyone. If you can't take it, this track is only for the best of the best. Sean Henley trying to block all comers as they go 4 wide on him. They're going 5 wide now. Look out. This could be trouble. Oh, and then Max Skinner around. There they go again. There they go again. The caution is out once again. And Xavier Livingston over. Aaron Williams with some damage. Michael Norman heavy damage. He is just about done. The caution is out. And did they cross the start-finish line before the caution came out? No, they did not. They are slowing down. They crossed the start-finish line after the caution came out. So Sean Henley will be credited with the lead, followed by Dylan Young. Looks like Josh Cullen will be credited in third. Christopher Martin fourth. And Jennifer Miller will be fifth. But another big wreck. And here you see Aaron Williams with heavy damage on that Jimmy John's Gourmet Sandwiches machine. There you see Alyssa Anderson with a bit of damage on the driver door of her 33 car. Michael Norman, heavy damage. And that might just end his hot streak. And there you see Red Bell. Probably got minor damage from that wreck. Barney Ward trying to get himself back in this one. And you see James McLeod with heavy damage on the 11 car, but he is back on this lead pack with everyone else. Sasha Dawson as well, Jessica Miller, and there's her sister Jennifer Miller. Doesn't look like Jessica Miller suffered much damage from that wreck, but I'm not sure if she got in it. But we're going to have to wait and see what happened, because that was just another big wreck right there. And Sean Henley will be credited with the lead at this point. We'll take a look at our second caution of the race. Stay tuned. Alright, this is what brings out our second caution of the race. Here you're going to see Max Skinner going to get into Pichu, and then he's going to get into Trent Dunham. Charles Jackson got a piece of that one, as well as Xavier Livingston. Michael Norman involved, Aaron Williams with some damage, and Xavier Livingston riding along the outside wall. Ouch. Oh boy. And there you see Alyssa Anderson got a piece of that one. Pichu, Trent Dunham again gets wrecked. Charles Jackson. You see Max Skinner. And then Randy Carpenter, heavy damage. Oh, boy. Alexander Dawson got into him. And then Jake Cole again. Boy, Jake Cole just cannot catch a break. He's just been poor this season. And it's just very unfortunate for Jake Cole. Man, Jake Cole just not has had the best season ever. And unfortunately, his struggles will continue. And there's Xavier Livingston. We're going to have to take a look at how the hell he got there. We're going to take a look here. There you see Xavier Livingston in real time, riding along the outside wall, and then sliding on his roof all the way down to the apron. And there you see there you see more hard hits. We'll take a look at them in real time via our bird's eye view camera. Alexander Dawson is going to start it right here. And then Jake Cole just nowhere to go, stuck on the outside. Oh boy. Another big wreck, and that was just what we were expecting here at a track like Zinjoltis. There you see Liam Ervig, the Darlington race winner, Barney Ward. Oh boy, Barney Ward, Hiroshi Kato just barely getting through, and Liam Ervig unfortunately had to slow down before the line. He's going to lose a couple of spots. But there were a bunch of cars that were in front of the wreck, and I think 5 cars were able to avoid it, and that's Sean Henley, Dylan Young, Josh Cullen, Christopher Martin, and Jennifer Miller, and I think Jessica Miller was also in front of that one. So that is your top 6 at this point, and we will take you back to the green flag right after this. Stay tuned. And we're back. Pace cars giving us the 1 to go. Sean Henley is your leader, followed by Dylan Young, Josh Cullen, Christopher Martin, and Jennifer Miller. That is your top 5. Then it's Jessica Miller, Red Bell, Barney Ward, Hiroshi Kato, and Liam Ervig, 6th through 10th. We're not even halfway through. We're just about the halfway point at this race. And take a look at all the drivers that have DNF'd. Look at the points leader, Dylan Poteet. He's going to take a huge hit in the points. Michael Norman, his hot streak looks like his hot streak is going to end. Here you see a bunch of household names in the PORWC, like Trent Dunham and Charles Jackson. And of course, a few rookies that were looking forward to a big race, like Xavier Livingston and Randy Carpenter. Boy, oh boy. Some things just cannot be changed. But whatever. So 16 cars are in the garage with the DNF. The 78 of Dion Scott is actually a lap down. There is Dion Scott. He's a lap down. There you see Joseph Clark and Alyssa Anderson taking the wave around, as well as Pichu and Danny Wells, Alexander Jones, and Brian LaFleur Jr. as they try to catch up with the rest of the pack. At this point, Aaron Williams, who could possibly be the points leader after, well, maybe not, but who could possibly cut a lot of Dylan Poteet's points lead at this point, is the last car in this lead pack. As we go back to green flag racing here at Zinjoltis. And as we reach the halfway point, Sean Henley has led at the halfway point, so he gets an extra bonus point. But it may be a matter of who takes over. It may be a matter of helping each other out versus eclipsing your own ego. It's going to be a matter of what happens there. As Christopher Martin takes 2nd position away from Dylan Young, here comes Jennifer Miller trying to take 3rd away. And Jessica Miller's moved her way into the top 5. Here comes Christopher Martin to the inside looking for the lead. Sean Henley can't hold the inside, and Christopher Martin with the inside advantage. He might take the lead as they come off turn 3. There is Jennifer Miller on the inside of Dylan Young looking for the 3rd position. Who thought Josh Cullen would be in the mix here? He's in 6th, I think. Barney Ward's moved his way back into the top 10 in 7th. There is Liam Ervig, our Darlington race winner, in 8th. Red Belt is in 9th, and Hiroshi Kato, that rounds out your top 10. But boy, look at this. Sean Henley hanging tough with Christopher Martin as they come off turn 4. And who's going to lead this lap? It looks like it's Sean Henley. And now Sean Henley back down to the inside, blocking Christopher Martin. Sean Henley able to withstand the attack from Christopher Martin. With 9 laps to go in this race, anything can happen. But now we see the cars are a little more spread out. Just remember, it could be whoever takes that inside advantage who could possibly win this race at turn 4 in the final lap. Jessica Miller got stuck on the outside and she's fallen back to the 5th position. And now she's under attack by Liam Ervig. And as well as Josh Cullen and Barney Ward, 3 contenders for the Rookie of the Year. Although Sean Henley almost blocked Christopher Martin, but Martin back to the inside, looking for the lead coming off turn 3. Christopher Martin could certainly use a bonus point to possibly eclipse himself into a better position as the playoffs come. Now here comes Jessica Miller. Will she help her teammate Christopher Martin? Maybe not. And Sean Henley's going to go back down to the inside and block Martin again. Sean Henley is in attack. Sean Henley's in defense mode right now, blocking everyone in sight as he leads another lap. Now we see a lead pack of about 7 cars. There's 7 cars of the lead pack. Oh, Dylan Young just blocks Jennifer Miller, our Daytona 500 winner. There is Barney Ward. He is in the 8th position. And there you see Red Bell and James McLeod back and forth for the 9th position. Hiroshi Kato is scored in 11th. Sasha Dawson is in 12th. Justin Perry in 13th. Matthew McMurray looks like he is in 14th. Sean Galligan has moved his way back into this one. James Qualls, and there you see Brian LaFleur Jr. There is Seth Cole, the NSCRA leader. He is going to the garage. And we're back to this lead pack. We're trying to figure out who's in the leaderboard at this point. Where everyone is on the leaderboard. Seth Cole, there you see him going to the garage, maybe. Possibly going to pit road. There's Aaron Williams, scored in the 14th position. Jack Richards, who started in the 3rd position, he's in 15th. Oh, there they go again! There they go again! And another wreck happens. The caution is out once again. And they're racing back to the line. And it looks like Sean Henley will get the field back to the start-finish line, followed by Liam Ervig. Barney Ward's up to 3rd. Jennifer Miller in 4th. Red Bell in 5th. But oh boy, that took out, oh boy, Joseph Clark. Aaron Williams gets spun around again. Jessica Miller might have gotten a piece of that one. Oh boy. And just as we were, Red Bell with a little shot to Jennifer Miller. And then Hiroshi Kato gives a little shot to Red Bell. I know what's going down here in the cool-down lap. Oh, I think we saw, Dylan Young's in the garage. Oh, he got involved. James McLeod again with a DNF. And there is one more car that I think, I'm not quite sure, and that's Alexander Jones. What a mess. And just when we thought everything was back in order, well, this happens. And there you see Aaron Williams, clearly very, very, very slow. He might have to go to the garage after this one. He took a hard hit on that wreck. We're going to have to take a look at what brought that out, so stay tuned. Here's what brings out our 3rd caution of the race. This starts from Alexander Jones, a much slower car. And right around here, she doesn't see, I don't know what's going on with my girlfriend, but she clearly doesn't see Christopher Martin coming up quick. There you see Jessica, she's going to get Jessica Miller loose into Joseph Clark. And then Dylan Young hard into the wall, hard into the outside wall, into that safer barrier. Oh boy, and that took out just about a good amount of the field. Those are the 3 cars that mainly got involved. Jessica Miller got spun around. Now James McLeod's going to get into the picture right here because Dylan Young just could not hold down the line, and he's going to get heavy damage. And there you see Sasha Dawson, Justin Perry going down in the apron. But now Aaron Williams is going to get a piece of this one, and we're trying to figure out how he got involved. So he passes Jessica Miller, James McLeod down on the racetrack. Try and speed up here to see how all this transpires. Oh, Joseph Clark clearly much slower, and Aaron Williams gets spun around again, and once again, the antics between Joseph Clark and Aaron Williams, of course, the penalty by Joseph Clark that happened at Charlotte. And boy, oh boy, Aaron Williams is not going to be happy with Joseph Clark after this one. He is going to be pissed. There you see Jessica Miller, and Jessica Miller, Christopher Martin, they're not going to be happy with their teammate Alexander Jones because that seriously could have been avoided. But unfortunately, that took out a lot of good cars, especially 3 cars from Godspeed Motorsports. Christopher Martin, who was in the top 10 in points. Jessica Miller, who was 5th in points. And then Aaron Williams, who is currently 2nd in points. He's going to take a hard hit. But as of now, Sean Henley was in front of all of that. He is currently the leader. Liam Ervig has moved his way into 2nd. Barney Ward is back in this one, up to 3rd. Jennifer Miller is currently the best of all GSM right now in 4th. And then Red Bell rounds at your top 5. We'll be back to Green Flag Racing right after this, so stay tuned. We're back. Pace cars giving us the 1 to go. Sean Henley's the leader, followed by Liam Ervig, Barney Ward, Jennifer Miller, and Red Bell. That's your top 5. Then it's Hiroshi Kato, Josh Cullen, Sasha Dawson, Justin Perry, and Christopher Martin, 6th through 10th. At this point, just about half the field has DNF'd, especially Aaron Williams and Dylan Young, two household names in the PORWC. And well, I'm not sure if Aaron Williams is going to be happy with his girlfriend now. Hopefully they won't break up, but seriously, Alexander Jones, that could have been avoided, but unfortunately her head wasn't straight, and just a blonde moment for Alexander Jones. Again. I'm sorry, baby, but that could have been avoided. I'm very sorry. You just cost a lot of cars, especially Christopher Martin and Jessica Miller. We're trying to figure out where they are. Jessica Miller is back in the 12th position. Christopher Martin is in 10th. The best of Godspeed Motorsports is currently Jennifer Miller in 4th. But could Sean Henley, as we come around with 3 laps to go, Sean Henley is in the driver's seat. Possibly could steal a win here for the rookies. Might be the first rookie to win since Liam Ervig did in Darlington. But of course, Liam Ervig looking for his second PORWC victory. Barney Ward as well looking for his first victory of the season. Jennifer Miller looking for her 3rd win of the season. The top 4 are all rookies. The first veteran is Red Bell in 5th. And we go for green flag racing for the final time here at Zenjoltis. As they come through turn 1, it looks like 6 cars have pulled away just a little bit at this point. And we're waiting just in the case of a caution. And there you see Seth Cole, clearly much slower. And this might be a difference maker here because we're not sure if... because in these final few laps, it might be that Seth Cole could be a factor in this one. The lap car of Seth Cole, currently in the 20th position. But Sean Henley's in the driver's seat right now as they come through turns 3 and 4. Sean Henley looking for his first career PORWC victory. Jennifer Miller looking for her 3rd win of the season. Liam Ervig looking for his 2nd win of the season. Barney Ward in 4th looking for his 1st win of the season in only 2 races. In the Pepsi Cup Series, my bad. And we got another spin, Joseph Clark again. But I think he might have saved that shit. Caution is not out. 2 laps to go. Sean Henley's in the driver's seat. But as we take a look at the lap times, Jennifer Miller was 11 thousandths of a second faster than Sean Henley on lap 18. This might be an all-rookie class right here because now the top 5 are rookies. Now the top 5 are occupied by rookies. And there's Sasha Dawson trying to turn her season around, looking for her first top 5 of the season and her best finish of the season. Sean Galligan, also a rookie. I think he might have moved his way into 6th. Boy, the top 6. This race has just been taken over by the rookie class of Season 2. How about that? But now you see Liam Ervig and Jennifer Miller battling each other, and that's going to make Sean Henley a happy camper. As they come through turns 3 and 4, the white flag will be out this time by. Here they come through turn 4. The white flag is ready to be displayed. Sean Henley is in the driver's seat. All he's got to do is survive for 5 more miles, and he will earn his first career PORWC victory. There is the white flag. 1 lap to go, and it is all Sean Henley at this point. The caution is not out, so we will have a full run to the finish. And this could be it. Barney Ward, there's Barney Ward. Sean Galligan's moved his way into the 5th position. Sean Galligan looking for his first top 5, and he's got a rear view mirror full of Christopher Martin. And there's Red Bell. She looks like she is in 7th. Sasha Dawson in 8th. Jessica Miller's moved her way back into the top 10 in 9th. Then it's Hiroshi Kato in 10th. Justin Perry is the last car in this lead pack in 11th. As they come to turn 3 and 4, Sean Henley is about 2 miles away from the Holy Grail. That is Zenjoltis. Here they come off turn 4. Jennifer Miller and Liam Ervig running against each other for the second position. And as they come off turn 4, here they come to the stripe. And it's going to be Sean Henley, who takes home his first career PORWC victory. What a race that was. Congratulations to Sean Henley on a big win here at St. Joltis. After getting wrecked late in the race in the GameStop Cup Series, he doubts all the haters, of course, and he comes away with a big win in the Pepsi Cup Series, and that's going to help him a lot in the points. And what a run for Jennifer Miller. Couldn't quite run down Sean Henley, but she's got to be satisfied with a podium finish in second, and that might just move her up maybe a position in the points. And Liam Ervig with another podium finish. Boy, he's got to be happy with that run. And Barney Ward actually scored in the 4th position. How about a good run for Barney Ward? And Christopher Martin, after getting involved in that 3rd caution, will come away with a top 5. And how about Sean Galligan come away with a 6th place finish? Well, what a race for Sean Henley. What a race for rookies. Let me tell you that. We take a look here with the top 10. If I can look here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? On second thought, I'll count it when we get to the finishing results, so stay tuned. Here are your official race results. Sean Henley gets the win. Gets a big win here at St. Joltis. Jennifer Miller will end up 2nd. Liam Ervig 3rd. Barney Ward 4th. Christopher Martin will end up rounding out the top 5. Then it's Sean Galligan, Sasha Dawson, Red Bell, Jessica Miller, and Hiroshi Kato 6th through 10th. But take a look at that top 10. Take a good look at that top 10. 8 rookies occupy the top 10. Only rookies in the top 10 are Red Bell and Christopher Martin. How about that? What a race it has been for the rookie class of Season 2. And Sean Henley comes away with a big win. Then we go through the rest of the field, 11th through 20th. Those are the last 10 cars that ended up finishing on the lead lap. That's Justin Perry, James Qualls, Jack Richards, Danny Wells, Brian LaFleur Jr., Pichu, Matthew McMurray, Seth Cole, Alyssa Anderson, and Josh Cullen. Then the last 2 cars that actually ended up finishing the race, Dion Scott and Joseph Clark, 21st and 22nd. And then the 20 cars that ended up DNFing, Aaron Williams, James McLeod, Dylan Young, Alexander Jones, Michael Norman, Trent Dunham, Charles Jackson, Max Skinner, Alexander Dawson, Jake Cole, Xavier Livingston, Randy Carpenter, Dylan Poteet, our points leader, Michael Dawson, Ryan Cooper, Joshua Perry, Chloe Lennon, Marco Rossi, Tony Blazer, and John Dawson. But how about that for Sean Henley? What a race. Despite the fact that there are a lot of household names there down near the bottom that DNF'd, especially Aaron Williams, Dylan Poteet, Charles Jackson, Trent Dunham, Alexander Dawson, Dylan Young, a bunch of well-known PRWC members, as well as in some notable rookies that were looking for a good race like Randy Carpenter, Xavier Livingston, and Tony Blazer. Boys, that's just racing here at St. Joltis for you. But congratulations to Sean Henley on winning the Cimorelli 500 presented by DC Shoes. What a win for Sean Henley, his first career PORWC win. And it's going to be a party time in Iowa, I'll tell you that, in those cornfields. Party time in Iowa. So we are done with our weekend here at St. Joltis. Our next track where we'll have another race weekend, and actually I will have another Pepsi Cup Series race after this. Of course, I need to take a small break from the GameStop Cup Series race because the season is only 18 races long compared to the Pepsi Cup Series, which is 24. As we get set for round 10 of 24 of the Pepsi Cup Series, the point standings might just change a little bit as you see the interval between Aaron Williams and Dylan Poteet, 12 positions, that is 12 points. Aaron Williams going to cut a little bit of Dylan Poteet's lead, but who knows if he'll still be second in the points. But we'll have to see that. Alright, it's been a great weekend here at St. Joltis, a great race weekend here in New York City. This has been your PORWC President, Kevin Rabinal, signing off. This race has been brought to you by Pepsi Max. 0 calories, maximum taste. Pepsi Max.